Estonia's effort to stop shadow fleet tankers caused international incident. This is from the Maritime Executive, and it was published on the 14th of May, 2025. Estonia's efforts to inspect a shadow fleet tanker bound for Russia on Tuesday, May the 13th, caused an international incident involving the forces of Estonia, a Russian response, and NATO monitoring as it took place. Estonia today filed a diplomatic complaint with Russia, accusing one of its fighter jets of briefly violating Estonia's airspace, as the Estonian foreign minister said the incident was not acceptable in any way. Estonia had asserted its right to inspect tankers transiting the Baltic under the international laws of maritime protection, which was also backed by the European Commission decision requiring tankers to provide proof of insurance when transiting European waters. Last month, Estonia briefly held a tanker, which it insisted was operating with a false registry, and from the reports yesterday, the Estonian Navy again attempted to inspect another suspicious tanker. A crude oil tanker identifying as Jaguar 105,000 DWT, registered in Gibbon, was inbound for Russia when the Estonian Navy contacted the vessel. The vessel was listed last week by the UK in its sanctions, which cited the tanker was transporting Russian oil. Reports indicate the vessel was affiliated with India's Gaitek Ship Management, one of the leading operators of the Shadow Fleet, and a key player in the Russian oil trade. Reports indicate the tanker ignored instructions, and it was unclear if it provided any documentation to provide identity and its valid insurance. As the incident unfolded, an Estonian Navy helicopter and a Skytrack, which is a prop-driven, Polish-built light utility aircraft used for surveillance, responded and was circling overhead. It is at that point that a Russian Su-35 fighter entered Estonia's airspace, overflying the area. The plane was reported to be in Estonian airspace for less than 1 minute, but the media is saying its transponder was turned off and it was not in radio contact with Estonia Air Traffic Control, and it had not filed a flight plan. Estonia does not have fighter jets, and as such, NATO provides air surveillance capabilities. In this case, it was the Portuguese Air Force, which has an F-16 fighter jet at the Estonia base in Amari, which responded and also circled the unfolding incident. Estonia's defense minister told the media that it had questions over the flag state of the tanker, but ultimately decided intervention was not worth it. The media is saying the Estonian Navy escorted the ship out of domestic waters, and the tanker continued on to Russia. This is starting to get a little crazy. I don't know what's going to come of this, but now there's fighter jets involved. It's a little bit insane, that's for sure. We'll have to keep an eye on it, see what happens, but I don't see anything good happening here, that's for sure. These Shadow Fleet tankers, there's more and more of them all the time, and they always find a way. All right, guys, there it is. As always, thanks for watching. If you're new here and you like these kind of videos, don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you on the next one.